Very good morning, students. I hope you all are fine at home. We have started first lesson in business studies, that is nature and purpose of business. We have started this chapter with first topic, history of trade and commerce. In this topic, I had explained you the introduction part. This topic is very wide. Number of points are covered under this. So today I am going to explain the second point of this topic, that is indigenous banking system. As I explained you that trade and commerce was started from very past and gradually it is developed. So with the progress of economic life, some development took place, which we are going to study today. The first one is metal coin became common medium of exchange. As I explained you that before common medium of exchange, barter system was there. Goods and services were exchanged in return of goods and services. Yes, but gradually metal coins became common medium of exchange. If any person want to purchase something, so in return he has to give metal coins. So this was first development. Then second, documents such as hundis, chittis were used for buying and selling on credit. Even today, many people purchase goods and services on credit. Same way at that time people were purchasing and selling goods on credit, and in return they were giving hundis and chittis. It is kind of promise which is written on paper, and the person who has to pay in future, who is buying right now, will sign and promises to pay on future date. Third, hundi became very popular. Hundi involved contract which warranty the payment of money. It indicates unconditional promise, where the person who is purchasing the goods on credit will promise to pay on future date, and it is unconditional promise. Unconditional promise means the person who is purchasing the goods cannot say that if I will earn, I will pay. It is free from conditions. Whatever is the situation on future date, that person is purchasing on credit. So after giving hundi, after signing, he has to pay on future date. It is unconditional promise. Then second, it could be transferred through valid negotiation. Now hundi is negotiable instrument. If I have hundi, I can transfer to any other person if I want to purchase something on credit, or I am liable to pay such amount. So I will give hundi. So on specific day, that person will receive the money. So in short, hundi is negotiable instrument. Then third, different types of hundis were used by Indian merchants. At that time, different type of hundis were used. Basically, there are two types of hundis. The first one is darshani or darshani hundi. This is a hundi payable on sight. Whenever it is presented, the person has to pay that amount. It must be presented for the payment within a reasonable time after its receipt by the holder. Whenever the hundi is received, within specific time, it must be presented for payment. Thus, it is similar to a demand bill. Whenever it is presented, the person has to pay that amount. Second, mudati hundi. A mudati hundi is payable after a specified period of time. This is similar to a time bill. Mudati hundi is not like darshani hundi. It is not payable on sight. It cannot be presented at any time, and it cannot be payable on sight. Yes? Specified time period is mentioned. After that time period, it must be presented for payment. Yes? So it is mudati hundi. Now you can see different type of hundis, their classification and their functions. So we will start with the First four are Darshani Hundi and rest three are Mudati Hundi. Darshani Hundi is payable on site. Whenever it is presented, it will be paid. And Mudati Hundi, where time period is specified. After that time period, it will be presented and paid. So here is the first one, Dani Jog. Dani Jog is Darshani Hundi. It is payable to any person and no liability over who received payment. It is common hundi, it is payable to any person. It is not for the specified or specific person. Then second, Sahajog. This is also Darshani Hundi. It is payable to a specific person, someone respectable. Yes. Liability over who received payment. Here, the one who is receiving the amount is liable for hundi. Then third, Farman Jog. This is also Darshani Hundi. This hundi made payable to order, payable to the presenter or bearer. The one who will present will get the money. Then Dekhan Har. This is also Darshani Hundi, payable to the presenter or bearer. The same like above one, the one who will present for the payment will receive the money. Then next, Dani Jog. This is Mudati Hundi, payable to any person, no liability over who received payment, but payment over a fixed term. You can see Dani Jog is written in Darshani Hundi also. Yes. So there are two types. It might be Darshani, it might be Mudati. If it is Darshani, it can be payable at any time. Yes. It will be paid on site. But Mudati, where term will be fixed. Then next is Farman Jog. The same way it is mentioned in Darshani also. Here Mudati. Hundi made payable to order following a fixed term period. If term period is fixed, that hundi is known as Mudati Hundi. Last one, Jokhami Hundi. That is also Mudati Hundi. It is drawn against dispatch of goods. If goods lost in transit, the drawer or the holder bears the cost and the drovee carries no liability. This hundi is drawn against the dispatch of goods. When goods are sent to the purchaser, at that time there are chances that goods will be lost in transit. Yes. So this hundi is written for that purpose. Here money will be paid by the person who is buying the goods only when goods reach safely. Yes. Otherwise the amount will not be paid. Then fourth, development of indigenous banking system. This played a special role. People began to deposit precious metal with lending institutions acting as a bankers or seths. If you have heard the word seth or sahukar, yes, they were playing role of indigenous bankers. They were collecting some precious stones or precious metals, and in return they were giving loan. They were lending money. These bankers and seths became an instrument for supplying money for producing more goods. At that time when trade and commerce was on developing stage, people want to produce more goods, and for that they need money, they need finance. So these bankers and seths became an instrument for supplying money, as they were collecting precious metals and in return they were giving loan so that people can produce more goods. Indigenous banks played a special role in lending money and financing domestic trade. For the development of domestic trade, indigenous banks played very major role. Yes, by giving loan to the person who need to produce more goods. Yes, they need finance and indigenous bankers were giving loan. Yes, so this way indigenous bankers played very special role. You can see the pictures on your screen. This way seths, saukars, they were giving loan by collecting some precious metals. Then fifth, agriculture and domestication of animals also help to generate surplus and savings for investment. For investment purpose, these two fields help to generate surplus and savings. If we talk about agriculture, it was possible due to favorable climatic conditions, as people of India were able to raise 2 or 3 crops in a year, which will develop the agriculture field as well as trade and commerce. Then second, in addition to agriculture, by resorting to weaving, dyeing fabrics, making clay pots, sculpting, cottage industries, masonry manufacturing, transport through carts and boats, etc., they were able to generate surplus for investment. So this was fifth development. Then sixth, development of karkhanas or workshop. Here, skilled artisans worked and converted raw material into finished goods. Those who are skilled, those who know how to convert raw material into finished goods, they developed karkhanas and workshop. Family-based apprenticeship system was practiced, where the elder member of family who is skilled will train their upcoming generation. So their art and skill could be transferred from one generation to next generation. Thus, with the progress of economic life, these 6 developments took place. I hope this concept is clear to you. If you have any doubt, feel free to contact me.